The chair of Ways and Means indicated the other day that we're running out of money set aside to help pay to house the migrants who've been coming here. What will happen if the feds don't step in and give us more help?
Well, first of all, I don't think we can count on the feds. The feds have allocated another $7 million, I think, or $6 million to give to the state, which is really just a drop in the bucket for us here in Massachusetts. But, you know, the governor has said if we run out, which is supposed to happen sometime this month, we're almost two-thirds of the way through the month, that she has a few other levers to pull. So I don't know how much of a crisis is. I think that's a little bit kind of murky at this point. But we are running out of money for this program. More money has to be put in, and this is a big debate for us here on Beacon Hill. As you just mentioned, we passed the supplemental budget in both the House and the Senate, which is now in conference committee, and it just seems to be tied up right now that nobody can come to a solution. What,
if anything, do you know about the status of the work permits? This has been a big ongoing issue. Many of the migrants make it clear they want to work. They don't want to be living with their families in a shelter. But the feds have been slow to approve those. What gives?
Yeah, we are seeing that the federal government is not approving those as fast as we like. However, I will say that in instances that I've seen in my district, work permits have been authorized. Some of them are going to work and trying to make a bit of a living in industries in areas where, you know, traditionally we're having a tough time filling those positions.
Okay.
Now, I will say that, you know, that brings up another problem, and certainly that's the path that we need to go down, is that these folks need a job. But at what point then do you start to exit the system? At what point do you move out of a hotel? And that brings on a whole new set of problems. Where are they going to go? Housing affordability and things of that nature. So you're solving one problem, which is what we definitely need to do, but you're actually opening up some other issues that we have to deal with. It's not an easy solution.
Now, Senator, you're new to the Senate. But you served in the House prior to then for how many terms?
I did. I served in the House for 12 years.
12 years. Okay, so you've been around Beacon Hill for a while. 3 senators and 15 representatives have announced they're not running for re-election this year. I didn't crunch all the numbers historically, but that seems like a fairly high number. There's some people who are leaving have been in the House in the legislature for decades. Any insight into why? Is it an unpleasant place to work these days, more so than when you got there, or what's going on?
Well, I think that we're seeing some people are starting to think about retirement. Some people are thinking about moving on. And others are running for other seats. So Matt Meritori down by the Cape in Plymouth, he's running for a Senate seat, so he vacates his House seat.
Right.
And so you are seeing some of that. I also think that traditionally, for Democrats, leaving on a presidential year is better to retain the seat. It's always been historical that a presidential year is better for Democrats and off years are better for Republicans. So if you're going to leave, if you're thinking about retiring, now would be the time to do it. And so I think you're seeing a lot of that at play as well.
Okay, so it's not like D.C. where everyone's at each other's throats.
You know, I will say that it's not that way in the legislature here in Massachusetts, and that's one of our better points here in Massachusetts, is that it's a lot more negotiations that take place. We do tend to work better. That doesn't mean that we always get along, and that doesn't mean that we agree on things, but we work together much better than what you would see on the federal level, and that's always encouraging.
Great to get a different perspective on here. Always appreciate yours. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me on, John.